name of Buddy, even though at the Boston market they call him Little Benny. At the citrus auction, he always sits next to some guy whose nose runs all the time and puts his cigar out. I guess Buddy likes to watch that. He doesn't go for movies, clubs, or anything like that. As for looks, he ain't no Clark Gable, but he's okay. He sounds groovy, Esther said. Introduce me. In the meantime, I will go to Rabbi Sherman at Beth Israel about getting married. You know I'm not getting any younger. The wedding was an affair to remember. Esther Marlene's gown was beautiful and white. Sheldon is dashing in black tails, a stovepipe hat, black socks, and black shoes. Did anyone notice Esther has changed her name from Esther Malky to Esther Marlene? Our groom has changed his name to Sheldon. He never again will be called Simeon. By the way, for introducing this wonderful couple, Izzy Silverman got into the wedding free. Billy Spiegel gave the most memorable gift. Before our newlyweds left for a Florida honeymoon, they went to a room to change, and who knows, maybe even consummate their marriage. Buddy and Esther reappeared in their travel clothes. And kid sister Dorothy, who as we all know does not make a habit of keeping her thoughts to herself, said, well, how was it? Buddy looked at Esther sort of funny and says, what did your kid sister mean by it? Buddy really knew what it was. You see, he had been in the 700th AAA Battalion in France. And he had heard his buddies talking about it when they came back from taking leave in Paris. Esther says to Buddy, dear, I had expected you to do it before we changed our clothes. Well, maybe next Sunday morning we will. It became a Sunday morning ritual in the Carp household for quite a few years. In fact, Wendy was conceived on a Sunday morning in 1956. But let us get down to the saga of the Sheldon Carp family. There are many things for us to cover. You see, this is no ordinary American family. The decade of the 50s bring employment to the New Model Market, and then off to Framingham to manage Hubert's Market. In 1957, two things happened to our honorees. They are blessed with the birth of a daughter, and they decide to find their niche in the American dream. They go into business. You guessed it, tomatoes. Vitapack Packaging Company with Izzy and Sylvia Silverman. But let us get away from tomatoes. Tomatoes can make for an interesting story for just so long. In 1958, the Carps took a little money out of their investments and purchased a television set. One day while Buddy was watching his humble black and white set, he saw a man that was going to change his life forever. Buddy was watching a program called Death Valley Days, narrated by a great actor by the name of Ronald Reagan. Mr. Reagan in his narration said, ladies and gentlemen, let us get back to basics. Buddy says, Esther, this guy Reagan is real, sure is deep. Buddy had become a disciple of Reaganomics. Buddy said to his wonderful wife, yep, my man Ron is either going to be president or win an Oscar by 1980. Buddy was wrong about the Oscar.
But it did make it to community auditions.
The 1960s are here, 10 years of marriage on the national scene. Joe Kennedy from Boston's Kid John becomes president. 2 years later, in 1962, Jimmy McConnell from the Boston market, who, by the way, was a good friend of the Carp family, Brother John becomes a Speaker of the House of Representatives. Vitapack is growing. Wendy is growing. Investments are growing. A new maroon Dodge is purchased, and Sunday morning is still the time for it. The 1970s 70s involved Wendy's graduation from Dougherty High and off to Michigan as a member of the class of 1979. The wealth no longer comes from tomatoes, but from Servpro. By the way, it is still a ritual, 12 Sunday mornings a year.
No, Sunday. Now it's
1980 and 30 years of this great union. Remember 1980. Esther, he has won. Ronald Reagan is president. Now those people have to get back to best basics. He's going to fix all those welfare sheets, get rid of the national deficit. Esther, this is going to be terrific. 8 years for us. Remember what I told you about Ron in 1958? All kidding aside, the 80s were okay. Buddy and Esther were blessed with Jessica and Harry, and even after 40 years, they still do it. A couple of Sunday mornings a year, that is, if Mimi doesn't call. Esther and Eddie, we love you. Happy 40th.
Okay, I'm ready to take a picture of you like brides.
Excuse me?
That's what she wants.
How do they do that?
I don't know. They're younger then.
All I know is as they throw the glass over.
Then you rip your clothes off with passion.
Kids at Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Sorry. Neither can I.
Sorry.
Got it?
Dr. Bobby,
Yeah, let me see you too.
Thank you.
Oh, Marty. Oh, I'm so happy I finally found you.
Did this guy tell you where I was?
He did. He knew where you were.
That's Corey, and that guy's Adam.
Yeah?
Right, and that's Sarah. You knew that.
Wow. So this is a big party for you today,
It's
huh?
hard to believe. I don't know where the 50 years are.
The what?
50 years.
50 years, right. We made a mistake. We got hooked up on something, but Marty, it's so nice to see you, huh? I came all the way from Sesame Street.
Wow, I was going to ask him where you were from.
Well, that's
Did
where.
you know, Sarah, where he was from?
Huh? She had to know that. Come on over here. Huh? Hi.
Tell me about this big bird.
Well, what are you going to tell us?
Must be something, you know. What about you, Corey? You know anything about Big Bird? Tell me
Big
something.
Bird, Bert, and Ernie, and all those guys. Yeah. I'll tell you. This is just like Sesame Street.
Is this the first time you've met Big Bird personally?
How about a hug?
Catch me munching here. Right back.
Make it a big one.
Well, I think that
You got a hug for Big
you
Bird?
gotta get what you can. You go good. You never know, you might have to wait in line next time.
Is that chub liver?
Hey, let's get behind you. You want to see Big Bird too? Here's Nathan. Who is he?
Hi, Nathan.
Yes.
Yeah.
I bet you knew him before.
What's your name? I'll tell you,
I know it. Look at them all.
My goodness. What do you think?
Come right in, come right in.
Now, is this Uncle Marty? Huh? Is this Grandpa Marty? I don't know. There's so many.
It's hard to believe I'd be a grandpa. Oh, one more guy. That's Matt.
Well,
Anybody know it?
okay.
Thank you.
My goodness. Hi, Ernie. Hi, thank you.
Jesse, did you go say hi?
Unlike Marty, no, Uncle Marty has given strong support to me in my life. I believe he knows how important this was and how much it is appreciated. On this significant and auspicious occasion, the entire Bernstein family sends its love and best wishes to Mr. Martin P. Sivan, Uncle Marty. Love, Larry, Ellie, Michael, Terry, Frisky the cat, and Betsy the dog. I do the over part. Okay. And he always finds time that he's willing to spend being your grandpa.
To Marty Sivan, the birthday boy. Reference your recently received invitation. We are extremely pleased to toast you on the occasion of your 60th birthday. It gives us great pleasure to know that you have survived 60 years of living on this earth. Over half these years as part of the infamous Siegel family. If you can survive another 30 years with us, you've got it made. So from sunny Florida, we wish you a most happy birthday and many happy, healthy years to follow. How does one roast Marty? We can't say anything bad about you, even in a family way. We do know, however, that you are the only GI from Korea to get discharged a virgin.
Esther, oh. I gotta be in a
We ended up with 3 kids and 3.5 grandchildren. This Persian Gulf thing must have stirred up memories of your wartime service in your many stories. We understand Ted Koppel has made you an offer. Don't take it. Pulled out for Mike Wallace. If they send you to the Gulf, let your salesman's sense of direction take over.
You're gonna meet this guy.
Yeah, you get along well with
Now, Marty, before we get into the serious stuff, I personally want to tell you that you're
Tush.
cute tushy from the first time I saw it long ago at Nantasket. It was like a good wine, only improved with age. You want to meet this guy? Seriously, you're a real man and a wonderful husband, father, and grandfather, a hard worker with much perseverance, honest gentleman, good provider, and a diaper changer deluxe champ. Happy birthday, love always, Esther and Buddy.
Well, Marty warned me about that early. About 5.5 years ago, I guess, I found him on the telephone in Plattsburgh, New York, at the Days Inn. And I asked him if I could marry his daughter and if I could join the family. And he's a great person to be around, but I gotta tell you, he warned me about the seagulls and the carps and the burax, and told me I had to take them all or none. Should have thought about it, Mark. You were right, and you've welcomed me, and it's been a lot of fun, and you've been a lot of inspiration. I'm glad I'm here. Thanks, Mark.
Captain, you have to stand up and pull all the dishes onto the floor. Whatever story about Marty's generosity, like the fact that for approximately the last 18 years, he has gotten up at 4 a.m. each Labor Day to make omelets with the fathers of Little Leaguers, even though neither Todd or I have been in Little League since 1978. What if his story about how Marty has changed through the years? For instance, years ago, his only hobbies were smoking, drinking coffee, and eating, whereas now his hobbies include walking, cross-country skiing, and eating. No, none of these were really what I wanted to talk about, and as of this morning, I still didn't know how I would pay tribute. Then this morning, it came to me crystal clear what makes Marty special, and it has to do with the word family. In Webster's Encyclopedia of Dictionaries, family is defined as parents and their children, children of the same parents, descendants of one common ancestor. To me, it is much more than that. To me, it is the fact that the 5 siblings are probably closer than any family I know. To me, it is the ease that Dawn, Stephen, and Jennifer have become siblings. To me, it is the way that Corey, Erica, and Max have bonded with their grandfather. To me, it is Sarah and Adam Barber coming down to see Marty each day when they lived here. To me, family is my friend Bill bringing his wife and baby daughter to our house every Christmas day. To me, it is a birthday party like this. I guess it seems obvious that Noah Webster didn't have a father like I do, and my definition would be nothing like his.
And lore and sagas about favorite characters you have met are truly Nobel Prize material. They could only be improved upon if you could learn to place the period sooner. But now we toast you, Marty, a man of understanding and kindness, of friendliness and charity. However, Marty, please remember, your best, most attributable asset is truly your patient, understanding wife. Happy birthday.
Okay, just hold tight and we'll get the rest of the food out.
Plug yourself in. That's great.
Still following through on your reputation. It's supposed to be billed.
These are all nickels, aren't they?
Nathan.
Austin, you go get the glue out.
Nathan.
Todd wants you.